Welcome to our budget management app, a simple and effective tool designed to help you track expenses and stay on top of your financial goals. As we launch the app, we are greeted with a login page where users can either log in or create a new account. For this demonstration, let's go ahead and create a new account. We'll use the username Jacob and set a sample password named example. Once the account is created, we'll first demonstrate what happens when an incorrect password is entered. Let's try ABCSS. Let's try to log in. As expected, an error message appears indicating invalid credentials. Now let's enter the correct password. Once we are logged in successfully, we are taken to the home page that welcomes the user with a personalized message, "Welcome Jacob." On this screen, we can see that Jacob is currently on level 3 with 9% progress made in budgeting tasks or saving goals. Let's now navigate to the bottom of the screen and tap on the Expenses tab in the center. From here, we can organize our expenses into different categories. To do this, we head over to the Categories tab. In the bottom right corner, there's a plus icon. Tapping it allows us to add a new category. For this example, we'll name the category Houses and tap Save right after. Now that we've created a category, let's go back to My Expenses. To add a new expense, we tap the plus icon at the bottom right. We will name this expense a house, and in the description, we will enter very big. For the amount, we will input 500,000 rands. Next, under the category section, we tap the drop-down arrow and select the houses category we created earlier. We then set the time, selecting May at 6 p.m. as both the start and end time. To make the entry more visual, we choose an image from the gallery, in this case, a picture of a house. Once done and successfully saved, the expense is added and now appears under My Expenses. Let's go ahead and add another expense. This time we'll name the expense Second House. For the description, we'll enter a small one. Oopsie, not there. The description, sorry for that. Let me just cancel that, yeah. In the description, let me put a small house. The amount will be 200,000 and we'll assign it to the same category, houses. Unlike before, we'll change the date to April and choose a different method of attaching an image. Let's set the start time to 6 p.m., end time 6 p.m. And this time, instead of selecting from the gallery, we will take a photo directly using the camera. Once the image is captured, we'll tap Save. Now, under the expenses section, we can see both entries listed, 2 expenses categorized under houses. Now we return to the categories tab and filter by date range. In this case, we'll use April. To further filter or review entries by date, let's apply that. This is just the end date, 3rd of April. Once we apply it, we'll notice there's only one amount under the houses category, and that is for the second house. This is because it was the only expense created within that date range. Now let's test the filter under My Expenses. We'll set the range from the 1st of May to the 3rd of May as expected. The expense titled House with an amount of 500,000 appears. This matches the image we previously attached and falls within the selected date range. We can reset the filters to view all expenses again, and now both entries are visible under My Expenses. Now let's explore the budget feature located at the bottom right of the screen. Tapping on budget opens the section where we can set financial goals for the current month, which is May. To set a goal, we enter a minimum amount of 800,000 Rand and a maximum amount of 1 million Rand. Once saved, we can immediately see our current total spending for the month, in this case, 500,000 Rand. By tapping the plus icon in the bottom right corner, we can add a new budget goal. Here we are given the option to choose a goal type, either a custom goal or a monthly goal. We'll select a custom goal, and for the goal name, we'll write by jet. And in the description field, we'll write Big Jet. After saving, the goal is added to our custom goals. Back on the home page, we see that we're still on level 3 with a progress of 9%. Heading back to the budget section, we tap complete to finalize our current monthly goal. Once we return to the progress page, we now see that our progress has increased to 79%, showing that we're nearing the end of level 3. Next, let's review goals for previous months. We can add both custom goals and monthly goals for any selected period. Let's go ahead and add a monthly goal for April. We'll set the minimum amount to 400,000 Rand and the maximum amount to 500,000 Rand. After saving, the app notifies us that we have exceeded the budget by 300,000 Rand for this specific month. Now let's plan ahead by setting a goal for a future month. We'll select a monthly goal and we'll select September with a minimum amount of 100 Rand and a maximum amount of 200 Rand. This allows the user to stay proactive with their budgeting and track financial goals month by month. After saving the budget for September, the system begins calculating. However, since that month hasn't arrived yet, no active spending is recorded, so calculations will only be available once the month is underway. We'll now add a new custom goal. Tap the plus icon, name the goal ABC, and set the description to level up. Tap save. Our progress remains at 79% for now, but once we mark the score as complete and return to the progress page, we will see our update. Our ABC level up goal is completed and we've officially reached level 4 with progress now sitting at 49%. That concludes the walkthrough of our budget app. Thank you for watching.